Rowan, thank you so much for coming on VIP Access. Now, it's been 7 years since the first Johnny English movie. What took so long?
I just got distracted by other projects. I was doing a musical last year, actually in London. I played Fagin in the musical Oliver. So when we were supposed to be making this time last year, and I couldn't, because I was doing a musical in the West End. And then before that, we had to make a choice in the mid-noughties, around 2005, whether we do another Mr. Bean movie or another Johnny English movie, and we decided to make the Mr. Bean movie first, Mr. Bean's Holiday.
And what was it like preparing this time around?
It was good. It went along similar lines to last time. I think we've put more effort, we think, into the story. We've tried to make the plot and the narrative of the film a bit more interesting, a bit, better, a bit more of a comedy thriller rather than just a comedy. The hope is that you're interested to know what happens next in the film, rather than just looking forward to the next joke. I think the jokes are there aplenty, but we were keen. So I'm hoping that's an aspect of it which distinguishes it from the first film, and also I think there's quite a bit more action and more glamorous locations, which is why we've been in Hong Kong filming.
I know you're re-collaborating with some of your writers from before, like Hamish McCall, who wrote Mr. Bean's Holiday. And these guys obviously know you very well, know your humor very well. But do they push the boundaries when it comes to Johnny English?
I think so, yeah. I think he has a distinctive character. I think he has, distinctive comic characteristics. And Hamish McCall, our main writer, understood that from a very early stage. Even though he'd only previously worked with Mr. Bean, he's very used to the idea of an uncompromising comic vision in relation to a character, and I think he cottoned on to Johnny English straight away. I mean, obviously, I'm very much involved with the writing process, even though I'm not a writer and would never claim to be.
Now, is this your first time in Asia, and how has the experience been so far in Hong Kong and Macau?
It's been my first visit for a long time. I came here in 1983. I actually did some comedy shows here in 1983 on my way back from a tour in Australia, back to Britain. And of course, in 1983, Hong Kong was a very different place because it was a British colony, and it was more British than it now is. So it's changed a lot, it's expanded a lot, the new airport and the new roads and the new bridges, and it's a lot more, it's even more sort of hectic and frantic and commercial. I would say it's a lot more commercial than it was. But I've never been to Macau before, which has been a very good experience. You can tell it's different. I mean, it's just fascinating, this combination of the British and the Chinese and the Portuguese and all those things all mixed up in our experiences of these 2 weeks here.
Now, I know Mr. Bean really propelled you onto the stage internationally, but of course, you've done great work before in Blackadder and Keeping Mum. What's next for Rowan Atkinson?
I'm not sure. I'm quite keen to do a play, actually. That's what I might do next, a play in London at the end of next year. Unfortunately, I'm very much part of the process of the film making, of the editing and the post-production. So I can't do anything until I've completely got rid of Johnny English Reborn. But once it is gone, then I think I'm most interested in doing a play. I did this musical last year, and I hadn't done theatre for 20 years or more. And I found it very interesting to go back to theatre, so I'd like to give that another go.
Thank you very much, Rowan. Appreciate it.